Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I have a very exciting video. I'm very excited. I was very kindly sent the ColourPop and Raw Beauty Kristi collection. I've actually taken everything out of a box already. Oh, I tried to be cute and show you the box, but it's not working. I've actually taken everything out of the boxes already in pure excitement just to, you know, have a look at everything. The box is absolutely stunning. I watched the whole reveal video for this collection. And I have to say, I'm very excited to use it. If you've ever seen my full face of ColourPop video before, I'll leave a link below if you haven't. This collection is actually made up of products that I adore from ColourPop anyway. So spoiler alert, I know I like the texture of these products. So the 4 shades of the Super Shock eyeshadows look absolutely incredible. I love these. The first time I tried Super Shock eyeshadows, I teared up because I couldn't believe I hadn't tried them before. It was last year. No, it was this year. Was it this year or last year? I can't remember. It was recently, was the first time I tried the formula. Could not believe that I'd never used this brand before. Also, there's the free pencils in the collection. These are my favorite eye pencils ever. I haven't tried these free, but the formula, ColourPop's formula, is absolutely amazing. I'm waiting for the Volt to come back in stock so I can add it to my professional kit, because of the longevity and the pigmentation you get from these pencils, especially on the inside waterline, is incredible. It is one of the best formulas I have ever tried for an eyeliner pencil. Hands down. Love that formula. The glosses, I've definitely tried the glosses before. I have one colour which I think is my favourite, but I always pair it up with a lipstick. So I'll see how we get on with these. And of course, we have the palette here, which has this beautiful collection of colours. One thing I've noticed from her collaborations, which is evident in both, so this one here in particular, and her previous as well, her previous collaboration, is she knows how to put colours together in a palette that you can get multiple looks from. Sometimes people put out palettes, you know, which are just block one colour, which is absolutely fine. And then they do like brights, or they make these palettes where you buy them because you kind of want those like stranger colours, if that makes sense, or you want that neon palette, or you want that something palette. Whereas a palette like this, you can actually get multiple looks from. You immediately look at it and think, oh, kind of bluey green, but you can have a neutral eye, you can have a brighter eye, you can do a deep smoky. So she really knows how to group colours together, which I very much appreciate in palettes, especially if this may be the only palette you buy, you know, this month, this year, this quarter of a year, whatever, however often you buy makeup, however often you can afford to buy makeup. So to have a palette like this, which covers a multiple amount of looks, I think is a really great idea. So we're going to be using that. And also, I have to say something. I've seen some people talk about the price point for this. I think the price is very fair. I think it's because I come from a point in time way back when you didn't have a choice of all these amazing brands, and one eyeshadow itself in a pan costs like £19. So to have a whole palette like this, I honestly think, I say it all the time, we are spoiled for choice nowadays. So for me, a £20 or $20 price point for this palette, I don't find unreasonable in any way. So what I'm going to do today in terms of the look is I look at things like this, you know, nature and mushrooms and being one with nature, and like this harmony with nature, and, you know, being part of the earth. And that's not what I think of when I think of nature. So let me explain. Not saying that's wrong, because I know people love nature. When I was younger, I look at these mushrooms because I had a book about mushrooms when I was younger. I wonder if I can find it online and I'll put it here. I was obsessed with the fact that they were poisonous mushrooms and that they could grow in the woods. And I always, for a little while, I was kind of scared of mushrooms. I would see them in the forest and be like, don't go near that mushroom because it will breathe on you if you touch it. And so that was kind of like my first, that's kind of, for me, when mushrooms come to mind, I think of poison. Maybe it's just my mind frame. And when I think of nature, I think of, like unexplainable creatures. I think of a yeti. I think, I need to grow the fuck up. All this kind of stuff. So when I think of nature, I think of the unexplained and you know, the cruel side of nature. So that's kind of what I want to do on my for a look, is a poison mushroom inspired. I'm not going to draw a poison mushroom on my face, but I want to choose some colors from a palette that maybe seem a little bit more toxic. So for example, the PNW Amanita here as well, and Emerald City. I kind of, when I think of poisonous mushrooms, I think of these deep tones and these colourful tones that look so tempting, but they're actually deadly. So that's the inspiration for today. Yeah, let's do it. Let's happen this. Yeah. Hi. So I already have my base on, which is the Sigma eyeshadow primer. Does ColourPop have an eyeshadow primer? I need to look into that. But the Sigma eyeshadow primer is my absolute favorite. No creasing, grips onto color. It's not too dry, not too wet. Perfect. In my brows today, I don't laminate my brows. I actually just stick them up with the pink honey. This was a limited edition Halloween one. This is a poison apple, but they do, it doesn't come out green, but they do clear, and they do tinted ones. I love the smell of like new palette. It's like you know when you used to get new books and you open them. Okay, let's start with the shade Fiddlehead. That's a cute name. And I'm gonna start mapping out. We'll do like a halo, because I love doing a halo or cut crease when trying out a new palette, because you can use loads of different colors that way. I find it anyway. So I have very recently become obsessed with ColourPop. ColourPop is a brand that I'm constantly checking out their website, seeing kind of like what's new, because we know they have a lot of new stuff. And I just think they are incredibly generous in their pricing. And they do a load of Disney stuff, and you know, can't go wrong with Disney stuff. This is a very strange green. I really like it. It's truly khaki or khaki. So I want to take Amanita. Why can't I? That really wasn't that difficult. Sorry. And pop that right on the inside corner here. When a purple works, it's just the best. Look at that. Look at that pigment. Oh, ColourPop. You know what I think would be really great to make like a normal thing, normalize tutorials outside, like Kristi does. She sits in the forest and literally does the makeup. Doing tutorials outside or in natural lighting, you know, no trying to trick people saying that, oh, it's natural lighting when you've got like a few lights in front of you. Just nice and, you know, truly natural lighting. I think it'd be a really great thing to do. Like, yeah, do your, you know, full coverage, like party makeup, but also at the same time. So let's go into the shade PNW. Am I saying that wrong? Let's build that up in this outside corner here. Now for me, a true test of matte shades is when you try and build matte on top of matte. Do you get that patchiness, or do you get a full color coverage? We will see. So what I want to do now is go into one of the Super Shock, and I just touched this one, so I guess we'll use this. Like a Moss. I use it at my fingertip. Honestly, the texture of these. If you've never tried Super Shock shadows before from ColourPop, do it. Honestly, do it. It will change you. Well, it won't change you. I mean, maybe it might. But it is the most incredible texture. Honestly, every time I use them, I just fall in love with them. I think they're incredible. They're just so soft. It literally feels like velvet when you touch it. I'm just going to push that right up to the brow up here. So let's take Let It Rain. And I just want to... My symmetry is extremely off today. I'm so sorry. Let me think of an excuse. I'm tired. So there's a tiny bit of fallout from the eyeshadows, which I personally don't find as an issue. I know some people don't like it, but I always, not just on myself, on clients, I always start with the eyes first, because I expect that can be an issue with some eyeshadows. It doesn't faze me, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do some concealer under the eyes, and then I'm going to finish up the eyes. So what I might do is reverse the colours. So I'm going to take Amanita. I don't know why that's such a struggle for me. On the outside corner here. And then I'm going to take the... You know what, I might take... have I used Emerald City? Yeah. Let's take Emerald City and then do that on the inside. And we'll blend them in together. So I'm going to take Olympic, which is the other Super Shock. These 100% do go on better, I think, with a finger, but I just want to do a little bit of detailing and get it in a small space, so I am going to use a brush. And then I'm going to use it to do like little detailings. Like I want to make the middle here lighter. These as well are so great if you want like a wet look lid, but you don't want to use like a, what's it called, like a gel or anything that is actually wet. I feel like these are the best to give you that kind of shiny, potentially like grease looking kind of look. I'm just gonna go under the arch of the brow. Just to finish other eyes, I really want to use this yellow, but I think the darker green, that does look really good though. No, let's use the green, come on. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of foundation. I'm gonna go in my Rare, I'm not gonna go in my Rare Beauty. I'm gonna take my Rare, you know what I mean. I'm using Rare Beauty foundation. Okay, so I have actually used this blush already. This is Get Laid Super Shock Matte Shadow blush. Jesus Christ, Robert, come on. I'm using quite a small brush for this because I kind of, at the moment, I kind of found a shape that I quite like where I cut off my cheek here. So I just want to make sure I'm getting that detail with the brush and into the hairline like the 80s. Now I actually think the Super Shock shadows that come in this collection would make a really nice highlighter, but I just really, really want to use the Lunch Money Super Shock highlighter from ColourPop because I haven't actually used it. Have I used it? I mean, there's a fingerprint in it, but I don't remember using it. I guess I have. Okay. For some reason, again, at the moment, I've been doing this thing with my highlighter where I kind of gather it in this corner of my eye right here and then come down from there. I quite like how, like, the shine that gives, you know. So I have the two glosses here in Wildflower and Glacier. Glacier? Yeah. Wildflower looks like a really nice nude. As someone who doesn't really like colour on the lips, this is perfect for me. One thing I really like about the ColourPop glosses is the texture on the lip. It's not too sticky, it's not too heavy. It's almost like balmy rather than glossy, which I really like because I hate the feeling of something on a lip. It's just something, a pet peeve of mine. So this is a nice colour. However, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to use Glacier for the look because I want to blank out my lips. Well, I don't want to completely blank them out. I just want to do a little bit of blanking out. Okay, I'm going to get on some lashes and then we'll be done. Okay, so this is... Why do I look like that? Oh, I didn't dry my hair. Oh. So this is the finished look using the Raw Beauty Kristi and ColourPop collaboration. I love it. I love every single product. ColourPop are an amazing, amazing brand. I always say that. I know some people are like, oh my God, they keep releasing stuff, but... So not everyone buys everything. So, you know, at least there's choice there and that's never a bad thing. This collection in particular, the palette at Forest Sight is absolutely, absolutely stunning. The choice of colours, you know, I like purple. I absolutely adore this purple. The greens are amazing. Oh, shit, I should have used that. You know what? Okay. Yeah, that evergreen shade is stunning. Yeah, I really, really like it. Really, really good choice of colours. I don't know if... I don't really know much about how brands do things in terms of formula, but someone tell me this. When ColourPop do a collection with someone, or collaboration with someone, do they change the formula slightly? I love ColourPop's formula anyway, but this formula here did seem a little bit more easier to blend and a little bit more, not creamy is the wrong word, but it moved easier. It moved easier and the pigmentation was very quickly buildable. Whereas with regular ColourPop, I do find you have to, it does take a little bit more time, which isn't a bad thing. I still like the formula. I absolutely adore Super Shock. Anything ColourPop do is incredible. The choice of colors here are beautiful. Some of them are going to be amazing highlighters on different skin tones and depth. These pencils I love anyway. Really creamy. You see how easy they go on the waterline and how they stay on. You'd never get that patchiness up in this corner here or along the waterline. They really do last an extremely long time. Glosses for colors I think are great and suitable for everyone, and have a really nice, just natural tint to them, which is me all over. Very impressed with, I know I like the formula anyway, but the collection as a whole is absolutely stunning. So yeah, Would I recommend? Of course I would. It's absolutely incredible. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Congratulations to ColourPop and Kristi for a very successful launch and a beautiful collection. I'm sure you are very, very happy with the end result, and so you should be. Let me know if you have tried this collection below. Let me know your thoughts on the collection below. Yeah, thanks again. I will see you very soon. Bye.